What you doing?
Just looking.
Why?
We might have a leak.
You don't see anything?
See the water. Now that is wet.
What's wet?
On the outside. Oh, I see it. Alright, it's a very slow drip. Yep, we're going to have to replace that. I've been noticing between the two tires on the driver's side that we've been getting just slight drips. So today I actually tried to research and see if there was a problem. So I went outside, pulled the city water connection loose from the trailer, and it felt damp in there. So I came inside and pulled one of the panels off in our cabinetry in our bathroom, which is in front of that inlet. And there, when I shine the light in there, you can see just the slightest, very slow drip. And it looks like it's corroded. I'm guessing that, you know, from hard water and calcium and mineral buildup, it's created a crack in there, or a break in the seal. So we'll have to get a new one of those and replace it. So today started out as a play day. We were going to go do a couple hikes in the area, maybe go into town, and just kind of do whatever we wanted. But what it's turned into is a day of chores. So this is what it turned into. What it turned out to be was the city water valve that also is the water pressure regulator, which I have here. It was slightly leaking just around the seam. So first I was going to try to go to town and buy a new one, and then I decided, well, let me take it apart and see what it looks like. And so I pulled it apart. There's 4 screws on it, and it's just some O-rings inside and a rubber seal, and they were pretty dirty from just crappy water, crappy city water, things like that, hard water. So I cleaned up the rubber seals, I lubricated them with petroleum jelly, and then reinstalled everything, put a small bead of silicone around the seam, and we're going to see if that works and if it'll hold and not leak on us. I figured while I was waiting on that to dry, we would charge the batteries. We're boondocking this week, so we got the generator fired up there, and we're charging the batteries, so we're going to hang out for that for a while. And I've also been having some issues. I have a dual battery setup that I installed in our van, so I could run a small fridge and things like that. So I took the time today to install a new battery. Oh, we're getting dark. I installed a new battery in there and redid some of the wiring and straightened some things out. I've got the battery charger on it right now to get the battery back up. It had gotten pretty low, so it's charging, and everything seems to be going good there. And Bree is taking the time to groom the dogs. So she's got her whole setup out here. See Brody's hair everywhere. And they're playing at the moment. That's their reward. So she's over here behind me throwing the ball for them and making it so it's not so traumatic for them. But yeah, so plans don't always go as scheduled, and sometimes you just have to take a work day. So today that's what we're doing, and hopefully everything will work out. We'll get it all put back together and we'll play another day. So I mentioned earlier that I was doing some work on the house batteries in the van. Well, I plugged my battery charger in to charge them up a little bit, and it started smoking. So I took it apart to see if maybe it was something simple, and it looks like it's bit the dust, but I'll show you here. I don't know if you can see right there, but it actually looked like it was on fire. So I guess it's best to let this one go and look for another.
Well, we started off today thinking we were gonna do a hike.
All play, no work. It's turned into all work, no play.
Oh my gosh, yes. TJ found a leak. Then I don't know, you've been busy. What all have you been doing? You fixed your...
Found a leak, I fixed the batteries in the van, and the battery charger blew up. I had to fix the valve that was leaking.
So we're headed
We're out
into
of
town.
propane.
Oh yeah, we're out of propane. We were running the generator to charge the batteries, so we had some time to kill, and one thing led to the next, and now we have a giant list of things to do. I got the dogs partially groomed while TJ was working on all of that, and now we're headed into town to check these errands off the list. So
We're here.
stop one.
Stop one. RV parts place.
Oh, what'd you get?
A freshwater inlet hose, because we blew one the other day, and our shower hose that fell out of its hole and drug along the ground and broke. We gotta do one of those
For the
for the outdoor shower.
next stop, propane?
Propane or Home Depot?
I think propane, she said, was right next to them, so. Alright, propane done.
Propane's done.
I paid $2.50 a gallon and got 8 gallons.
8 gallons.
What are we doing?
We're looking at battery chargers.
And what can't you live without?
We need one of those, and one of those, and one of those.
You remember when I said TJ didn't like shopping? That was a bit of a lie. This is the kind of shopping TJ likes. So what'd we end up with?
A DeWalt 4-amp charger maintainer.
Sweet.
And it's small and it's waterproof.
And it's only $40. And you said of the brands they sell here.
This is the better of the brands.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
battery charger, hose.
Not gonna work.
Wah, wah, wah. Gotta return this. This end, even though they look similar, the threads are attached to this piece. We need the threads to be attached to this piece so they'll screw into there. So, taking it back.
We're still in the parking lot, so that's a plus. TJ does the editing, so I doubt he'll put this in the video, but I told him to bring the hose in with us so that we didn't buy something that wouldn't work and then have to return it. But you see how that went.
All right. Probably would have been cheaper just to keep it. Their system is slow and it took forever.
For a $7 refund.
Yes. But it's done.
Alright, so Walmart bound?
Walmart. Bree didn't trust me to do the second round on the shower valve, so she's taking over.
I told him to do it right the first time and he didn't listen, so someone's got to take charge. Now we just bought another one, this time from Walmart.
This time we actually bought a shower head. Bree convinced me last time we needed a spray nozzle like for a sink. Even though I told her it was wrong, she insisted, we got it, and it was wrong. So now we're getting a shower head.
I'm not convinced this is gonna fit where it belongs, but we got the smallest.
It fit before.
We got the smallest one we could.
Just this. Oh my God, it fits.
Yes, it does now screw onto the hose that we just bought. So
if she had just listened to me from the get-go, we wouldn't have been running all over town looking for a shower head.
Fingers crossed it fits in the little compartment where it belongs.
There's no doubt. I know it's gonna fit.
This thing feels really cheap.
It was really cheap.
It was like $13 at Walmart. So we might be replacing this again soon. But it fits.
That being said, we have never, well, we may have once used the outdoor shower.
I washed the dogs in it once, which is probably why...
Probably why the cover was loose and it fell open and then broke as we went down the highway.
Yeah, why it's broken currently. Yeah, so we'll get that fixed and we will have an outdoor shower again. All right, I think we got everything done on the list.
I think so.
So we got the propane done.
Reinstalled the tanks and got them filled. Or got them filled and then reinstalled. I repaired the city water inlet, and reinstalled it. It's reinstalled and seems to be fine. Our outdoor shower is actually working. Hose isn't leaking. New hose, new shower head. And contrary to Bree's beliefs, it actually fits in there. I got the batteries charged up on the van. They're good to go. Everything's back in place on there. And yeah, I think that tops off our list.
So, not exactly what we had planned today initially, but all things that needed to get done. And
we needed to get done, and kind of some things that we've been putting off, you know, waiting for one reason or another, and today just happened to be a good day to knock them out and get them taken care of, so we don't have to worry about those anymore.
Yep. So not a fun day, but a productive day nonetheless. And yeah, it's not all fun and games out on the road. There's still maintenance that needs to be done.
Still things breaking, still things that need to be fixed, still things that you just have to maintain and keep moving.
Arguably, possibly more things breaking because you're moving your house thousands of miles and you know, living in a couple hundred square feet, so you're putting more wear and tear on it. But honestly, no complaints. Our rig has held up great.
Yeah, everything's been doing really well. We've been very happy so far. So
yeah. All right, well, I guess that's it for today.